I went to meet the rural development minister in the center. So I'm talking about changing the entire system. Fantastic schemes. There is a budget, but nobody is there to do it. This is the country you're living in. Even if the Prime Minister has the intention, he cannot do much right now. Only 4 paisa out of a rupee is reaching the project. 96 paisa gets lost somewhere on the way, including giving birth certificate, give it to private agencies.
Why don't you sit with the financial minister or prime minister and ask for some amount of money to locate the right education schools like Isha, whatever it may be, to educate the right people, the education to the people. Why don't you sit with the prime minister to locate the right schools all over the India? So because you're saying this is really need, the economy or political, whatever it may be. If you are right, if your experience is right, why don't you do that? This is my question.
You're asking Sadhguru?
Yes, Sadhguru.
So for your information, if you do not already know, there is nothing much the Prime Minister can do right now.
Whoever can do,
And
Sadhguru.
anyway, whoever can do, why don't we talk to them? As a part of this, almost 15 years ago, I went, because our work was in rural India, I went to meet the rural development minister in the center. He was a very wonderful man. I found a lot of politicians on a personal level, they're wonderful people, but they've become victims of their own making and situation also. So he was very wonderful, he took me to the… we met him in the Parliament building, he took me into this rural development ministry office. Then he told me, so enthusiastically, he told me all the schemes that they have. I sat there for 3 days looking at all the schemes that were relevant to make a difference in rural India. These are extremely well thought out schemes. Whoever made these things thought through everything, made fantastic plans. You must have access to this as an IAS officer at one time. I was surprised that somebody has been doing phenomenal work. They've done great work. And then after looking at all this, again I went and sat with the minister, this is fantastic, when is this going to happen? He said, last year we had 14,000 crores left unused because nobody is coming forward to do this. Fantastic schemes, there is a budget. You can't ask for anything more. We know what's the solution, we have worked out the solution in entire detail and there is budget, but nobody is there to do it. This is the country you're living in. Even if the Prime Minister has the intention, he cannot do much right now because there is a whole system. So instead of going on trying to revive a system which is cancer-ridden, to deliver goods to the people. I was on dais with some local ministers in Tamil Nadu, and somebody gave me information. I said, out of every rupee that is spent in the government schemes, only 12 paisa reach the project. On the way, this much goes away. The minister who's sitting next to me said, Sadhguru, no, not 12 paisa, it's only 4 paisa. I said, well, you must be in the know. And I corrected myself, no, not 12 paisa, only 4 paisa out of a rupee is reaching the project. 96 paisa gets lost somewhere on the way. If 4 paisa got lost, we can say, okay, let's go on, let's revive the system and make it happen. If only 4 paisa is being delivered, that is not even a system, isn't it? Even if you throw it in the air, 4 paisa will fall in your pocket. You don't need a system for this. If only 4% is reaching it, you cannot call it a system. That is why I'm going on talking business, business, business is because businesses can deliver. When we say business, we are talking about a completely new system. And right now, the whole country and the world is fired up to be economically successful. This is the right time to change the things. As many things as possible, as many services as possible, including giving birth certificate, give it to private agencies, okay? Put stringent laws. If they subvert, something else will happen. You will see, they will come looking where a baby is born and give birth certificate. Yes or no? They will come looking and give it. If there are 10 agencies in this town, they competition, they will be looking, when will you have birth in your house? The moment you're pregnant, they will already book you up. Yes or no? So, I am talking about changing the entire system because there is a point till which you can repair something. You know, you bought your Maruti car in 2000, it's 12 years, you've used it extensively, but still you can repair. You bought your Ambassador car in 1950, it is better either you buy a bicycle or walk, or if you can afford, buy a new car. You can't go on fixing it because fixing it becomes more expensive than putting up a new system. This system that we're talking about, the economic module which we have already chosen, market economy, doesn't cost to establish the system. There is no cost to the establishment. You just have to make the laws and leave it to the people. Right from there, from that village itself, answers will come. Right now everybody is looking to Delhi for answers, schemes and schemes. They got all the answers which can't be delivered.